Enemies!
We haven't been able to take down any of their defenses. Many lives were lost trying.
If there's any way we can help the Angara deal with the Ket, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna get you, you bone-faced freaks.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
They've probably gotten word that we're coming. I don't think they'll shoot.
There's a Dar. That's Techix, according to my map.
We should speak to Buxel about her brother as soon as possible.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
A human? All the way out here? You must have guts. If anyone can help my people, it's you.
Help with what?
The Ket destroyed a Dar not far from here. Retaliation after the Resistance pushed them out. The people were either killed or driven off. They left everything behind.
I'll make those monsters pay for what they did to your people.
Which we appreciate. But I need your help with something else. I'm a historian. That Dar was home to a priceless Angaran artifact. A map of ancient Vold. I sent 2 of my colleagues to retrieve it, but they run into trouble out there. The Ket came back to finish the job. I need someone to help my people fight their way out.
Don't worry. I'll dig them out of trouble.
You're a lifesaver. I'll give you the nav point for the Dar. Please, hurry.
Pathfinder. Is it true? Can you talk to the old machines?
You mean the Remnant?
I'm no threat to them. Never have been. Tell them to stop hurting me.
Why would the Remnant come after you?
I dig for useful things around the pillars. Good tech. Machines always left me alone until now.
Did they injure you, or just chase you off?
They chased me, and I slipped on the ice. That hurt.
You were misinformed. I can't actually talk to the Remnant. Even if I could, I don't think they'd listen.
Well, good are you then? Thanks for nothing.
I heard there were visitors from far away. I didn't think you'd show up here. Welcome to Techix. I am Steward Eskiyevith.
I am honored to meet you, Steward Eska. I am Pathfinder Ryder with the Andromeda Initiative.
Wonderful. As we say here, there are no strangers, only unmet friends.
Tell me more about Techix.
It's the largest town on Vold, home to hundreds of my people. We manufacture, we trade, and we try to live good lives, even with the Ket presence. I have lived here all my life, and there's no place I'd rather live.
What about Aya?
Ugh, sulfurous air. Not for me.
You called yourself Steward. What's that?
I have guardianship of Techix. I ensure its functions, and that its people are safe. Commander Doziel and the Resistance fight the Ket with their weapons, with their fists. Myself and others here, we fight by refusing to give in, by living in spite of them.
I won't disturb you further.
It is no disturbance at all. May your luck build, Ryder.
It's a bed. Better than sleeping in the ice in the dark.
It is dark out there, isn't it? It's a good thing Marifa's sun lamp's here.
No one's being cheated. How dare you accuse me in the street? You're a coward. Courts will decide, then you'll be run out of town.
You're the human who came from Aya. Is it still beautiful there?
The most beautiful world I've seen in the cluster, by a long shot.
I miss it terribly. I was born there. Spent my childhood in warm air and sunlight. I'll never forget how that felt.
What do you sell?
I trade with those who have things they don't need anymore, but who need things I have. Small comforts, nothing of value to you.
What's a small comfort on Vold?
Clothing, tools, art, toys, anything to remind them of happier times. Things they can hold in the dark.
What do you mean, people with things they don't need?
Refugees carrying whatever they grabbed as they fled. The lighter their load, the easier their journey. I pay well.
Why don't you go back?
My life, family, livelihood, they're all here.
Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you for reminding me of Aya.
Try hitting them this time!
My back's killing me. Get used to it. Part of the job. Just make sure you don't drop the fusion cores. Did that once. Spent a year paying it off.
Just minding my own business.
You're a long way
Enjoying
from
the
home.
fresh air.
Automated
Need anything?
protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
I was a misunderstanding.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
I hear the kid haven't abducted anyone from Nostrag.
There isn't a place on Vault safe from those things.
I'm telling you, the kid avoid that city. They're afraid of it.
I think there was a birth yesterday.
Really? Did you see the cough?
No, but I heard a new song on the recording. I'll let you listen when we get back. Are you here to observe the Yavara?
What are the Yavara?
Walk onto the frozen lake and you'll see them beneath the ice. They've lived on Vold for millennia. Stories about the Yavara are the only Angaran folktales that survive the Scourge. They're beautiful, intelligent creatures, our closest tie to our past.
And now your people will poach them right out of existence.
I haven't heard any reports of the Initiative hunting on Vold.
Not the Initiative. Outlaws. They've killed 24 in the month since they've landed.
We have no resources to track these poachers, and the resistance is spread too thin.
At this rate, our only link to our history will disappear forever.
Ryder, the Yavara are vital to Angaran culture. We need to stop these hunters.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
We should hurry.
You said you have folk tales about the Yavara.
Somehow, Yavara stories are the only ones that survive the Scourge. Most of them have the same theme. A Yavara song is so beautiful, it can coax the sun out of hiding, reveal the stars.
Just stories, of course, but when your entire history is lost, stories are precious.
I see why the Yavara are important to you.
To all Angara. They're a symbol of what the Scourge took from us.
We can't lose them.
Tell me more about the Yavara.
They're amazing creatures, able to communicate through intricate songs. Long ago, we could have heard the songs in person, but the Scourge trapped the Yavara beneath the ice. Now we have to settle for static-filled recordings.
How do they survive under the ice?
No one knows. We've dedicated our lives to studying them and we still can't find the answer. They're cut off from food and oxygen, yet they still persist. My colleague here has a theory they may be remnant.
We have no way of confirming this, of course.
I'll leave you to your work.
Ishare.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
He left Vold?
Are you Buxel? I have something for you.
From my brother who can't stop being a hero? Yes, Anyek told me to expect you. My son Skjord said he'd send people after Nilj. I thought more lives lost. Nice to see I was wrong. Thanks for getting him out. Losing him would have set our efforts back months.
Losing family is hard. I'm glad I could spare you that pain.
Thank you. They talked about your abilities, but no one said anything about your kindness.
Oh,
Now, let's see what we have here. Stars and skies. This is a layout of the Ket Command Center. Entrances, exits, security. We'll be able to cripple their operations. Wait, there's something else here. Oh, that's not good.
what?
The base entrances are shielded and locked with a code which changes, often. Metadata tells me they downloaded this weeks ago. The code is about to change again. If an attack is going to happen, it needs to happen now.
Let me help. Tell me what to do.
The code to disable the security shields is encrypted, but I'll keep working on it. I've sent you the map and a nav point for a side entrance that won't have as many guards. Go quickly. We'll be in touch.
Focus!
Pathfinder Rider, it is wonderful to finally meet you in person. I'm Ari Vestic, scholar and chronicler. I've followed your activity with great interest.
Chronicler? Like a historian?
Quite so. Denied memory of the past or hope for the future, we become dust in a void.
The past can tell us an awful lot about the present.
Exactly. Our struggles are difficult. We have survived much greater and can do so again. It is my life's work to document the events that shape our world. The arrival of visitors from beyond the galaxy is a significant development, of course.
Is there anything we can do to help your work?
I have always been curious about how the Ket invasion began. They must have records of first contact, and we have none of our own.
Where would you get that information?
The Ket are a military people. They must have logs. And perhaps they can be accessed from their base on Vold. Approaching it would be foolhardy. Still, if you find yourself there, please see what you can find.
Why don't the Angara have records of first contact with the Ket?
Those who were there cannot tell their tales. Dead or disappeared. There are stories, rumors. No one knows for sure what happened.
I'll leave you to your work.
Of course. I hope to speak to you in less frantic times. I would love to hear about your people.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
That looks like Ket tech. The poachers aren't here.
They must have continued following the Yavara.
Temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Manual says the Nomad's good for all weather conditions, but they did those tests in the Milky Way.
Life support is stable.
Something? There's a wraith cloaked near you. I lost its movement. Will you scan for it and let me know where it's hiding?
Got it. Over here.
Impressive.
Been tracking that thing all day. Thanks for the help.
Do I get to meet the mystery sniper?
Only right. Come find me.
There you are. People do to pass the time.
Nice shot back there.
Make up dumb rumors.
Thanks. My father taught me as soon as I was old enough to hold a gun.
Around here.
Because it's 3,000 kilometers
I'm glad I'm not
away.
on the business end of that thing.
That city
As long as
is
you're not
around
Ket, you're safe.
Then why don't you go there?
You ever shoot remnant out here?
I don't see them too often. I heard there's a big one somewhere, but I never found it.
Do the Ket come around here a lot?
Only some. Resistance patrols keep most from getting through. I pick off the stragglers. Usually wraiths like the one you helped me with.
You ever miss one?
Miss? Never.
Stay safe out here.
See you around.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
These are the ruins we're looking for. Let's find some tech for PB. Looks like it isn't filled in yet. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. Okay, let's solve this thing. Got it. This must be the piece of Remtech PB needs.
Remtech?
PB's term. Anytime we come across ruins like this, let's scrounge what we can. I'll deliver this piece and hopefully find out what her secret project is.
Pretty intense Ket shield for the middle of nowhere.
That's Jarnook. The Ked think they'll find some remnant thing there.
Our people can't break through that shield. It's controlled from the main command base.
I wonder if we'll ever see a so-called golden world that won't be complete death to live on.
Why did you come to Helios?
General you or personal you?
You, Vetra? Personally?
Same reason everyone else did. Bought the pitch.
Must have been an impressive pitch. Was it worth it?
It better be.
Life support is back online.
like to do for fun.
Define fun.
Never mind.
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on. There's a data pad here. I want to understand. Why are the Avara so important?
Nearly all our traditional stories were lost in the Scourge, except for tales of the Avara unfold. How they sang from the oceans and lured the sun out of hiding. How in ancient times they guided Angara ships to safe shores.
That's beautiful.
The Avara are intelligent, amazing creatures. And they are being slaughtered. Can we talk about what your people call the genophage?
You want me to just casually talk about one of the most painful things about being Krogan?
Yes.
My clan's stronger than most, and this trip... let's just say we're working on it.
Pathfinder, I detect heavy weapons fire nearby.
Hostiles ahead!
Incoming jet!
Let's make sure these resistance fighters are okay.
So, the Pathfinder. Here to convince us you're a friend. If that's the goal, take my advice. Don't join fights that aren't yours.
Your leader asked me to lend a hand. I'm honoring his request.
Then you're free to move on. Mind yourself out here. Not everyone sees the difference between you and the kit.
Here's a hint. I'm the good-looking one.
Ha.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Blasted to bits.
Attacking.
More cat incoming.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support at 100%. I'm reading a temperature decrease. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. I'm reading a temperature decrease. Life support restored.
You okay?
Look, I don't know what Roic said to make you help us, but he lied.
Astra, don't.
Shut up. Roic's a smuggler from Kadara. We all are. Flew here when we heard the Ket were picking off villages. He wants to sell the ancient Fold map to the highest bidder. It's worth a fortune.
Of all the slimy ways to make a few credits.
You steal from my people after they lose everything?
I changed my mind, didn't I?
So why tell me this?
When I got here, when I saw what the Ket did to this place, these people are dealing with enough. They don't need looters taking what little they have left. I want you to take the map to the Resistance where it will do some good.
What about Roek?
He's not a bad guy, just has bad ideas. When we tell him about this place, he'll see reason. Don't be too hard on him, okay? Just take the map to the Resistance.
He made it personal when he lied to me. We're gonna have a chat.
Worth a shot. Either way, thank you.
I know better than to argue with Astra. Go ahead and take it.
She has lost a lot of blood.
Sister. Help is here.
I couldn't stop the bleeding. The supply crate was empty.
You're still with us, that's good. Breathing, talking, also good. We've got the supplies to fix everything else.
You have the medical supplies with you? Thank the stars. Leave them in the cache and I can help myself. You need to get supplies to the other locations. There may be others like me, in dire need.
What happened to you?
My patrol was escorting a caravan of specimens from Hijara. The Ket ambushed us. They took the cargo and some of the scientists. Killed everyone else. I pretended to be dead. It kept me alive. A cowardly act.
You fought to protect your people. You crawled here, bleeding, hoping to live to fight again. I don't see a coward anywhere.
Thank you.
If you're all right, I'll get going.
Go. Go. Thank you. And Ansala Venjuri. Whoever you are.
Ryder.
Ryder. I'll remember that. I hope to see you again, Ryder.
One down, 2 to go.
Help me, please.
I'd live here, but then I could probably live anywhere.
drag. Why would anyone near the end of their life take a chance joining the initiative?
Why would anyone at the start of theirs join up with strangers like us? Besides, who says I'm old? Who says I'm dying?
I don't think I said that.
You did.
I'm certain I didn't.
Now you're saying I'm deaf.
Ryder?
Nope, not getting involved.
Hey, you're not wrong, Jal. I am old, but I got a lot of living left.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Something about this place feels wrong.
They come.
temperature range, Pathfinder. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Stiff, do you have to hit every bump?
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
You're much larger than the rest of the initiative species.
You'd think that'd help. Don't trust small people. Do anything to get their shots in.